everyone, and hope you guys are having a great evening. I just had like a full day of tutoring. So guess what? After my meeting, my mastermind meeting call with my lovely group, we all decided that, you know what? A lot of people kind of like that thing called StreamYard. So I decided, hey, why don't I just take a little bit of what I know about StreamYard and make a video. Originally, I was thinking about doing a live stream, but guess what? If I do it live, there's going to be certain things you won't be able to see, and there's certain things that gets in the way. So I just decided just to do like a small video, hopefully something quick and easy, so you'll be able to get everything that you need out of StreamYard that you can actually apply to your live stream. So when you go into StreamYard, there is 3 different types of accounts. There is a free account, there is like a basic account, and then there's an advanced account. So when you're just starting on your live streams, you can do the free account, okay? So with the free account, they will allow you at least 1, if not most 2 destinations where you can post, and you're allowed up to like 5 people that you can have as guests. So once you sign up for StreamYard, which is very easy, just go ahead and fill in your information out. They will give you this desktop or dashboard, as they like to call it. On this dashboard, it tells you or it gives you like a list of your upcoming broadcasts, your past broadcasts, and also a list of your destinations. Now, before you get started with anything, you go to your destinations, click on that, and you're going to tell StreamYard where do you want your live stream to go. So I know for the free version, I definitely did my Facebook profile when I first started out, or sometimes I did my business profile and my YouTube channel. So it's either I did my personal and my business, or I just did my business and my YouTube. So all you have to do is just click on which ones you want it to go. But before you can click on it, you got to put it in. So if I hit add a destination, it gives you this listing. It's either going to be the Facebook page, group, or profile. You got your Twitch, you got your LinkedIn, which I'm still waiting for LinkedIn. Okay. And then you have your YouTube channel. If you already have one, you can link that. And then if you're into Periscope with the Twitter, go ahead and click on that. So all they want to do is just see where should you put your live stream. So I'm going to actually add a Facebook group. Now, it only goes to the Facebook groups that you are administering in, okay? So you can't, like if you're doing buy, sell, trade, first of all, they don't like for you to put videos on their stuff anyway. But if it is a group that you own or you're a part of as admin, you can actually connect it. So once you get all your permission, then you connect to Facebook. So say if I wanted to add in for the Ultimate Support Group for Online Tutors. So I would have to go to see Miss Joanne and say, Miss Joanne, do you mind that if I go live through the Ultimate Support Group of Online Tutors? So if she says yes, I can continue on. All I have to do is just highlight, click on it, and then it'll connect for me. If she says no, back up out of here. Don't even worry about it, right? So right now, that's what you're going to do if you want to add like a page, if you want to add a group, but it has to be something that you own, all right? So don't try to weasel your way into that. So after you put everything in, so we don't really need to do that, it's going to be listed here. Now, as I said, the free one, you could probably do at most 2. The middle, the basic one, you can do 3. And then the advanced one, you can do, I think, almost 10, if not more. All right. Which I don't have advanced money, so I'm not worried about the advanced thing. So when I do this, I can add my destinations when I have my broadcasts. Now, speaking of broadcasts, I can click onto the broadcast. And if I want to create one, because right now I don't have any upcoming ones. All right. It's because I did mine earlier. I can click a broadcast and it'll give me basically the listing of all the places that I told it where I can make my destination. Now, here's the thing. If this is your first time doing a live stream, and I know you're going to be nervous, you're going to be like, I don't know if I'm ready to do this. It's too much pressure. Guess what? Slide all the way over with me. You see where it says skip and record only? You can actually record or basically practice while you're doing your whole live stream thing, right? So if I hit record, I'm going to give it a title, let's say sample, and then I create the broadcast. Now, when you're doing live stream, here's my suggestion. You definitely want to have your headphones in, because if you don't, you're going to have either like an echo that's going on in there, or sometimes all of a sudden you push live and then you're going to hear this. Did you hear anything? I know probably people are like, what happened to the volume? Nothing happened to the volume, because when you don't have your headsets in, there is no audio, none whatsoever, because everything goes through your browser, okay? That's how StreamYard works. So if you don't have anything plugged into your computer, you're not gonna get anything. So right now, you're not gonna see, inside that black box should be like a lovely video recording of me. But since I'm on Zoom right now, you're not going to see anything. It's going to be a nice little black box. And you're not going to hear anything because right now that's muted. So that's what that's saying. But if you go below there, where it says display name, this is where you want to type out who you are and what your title is. Because when you go on StreamYard, you can actually have your name written out on the very bottom, so you don't have to say, hi, I'm Audrey Codner-Gibson, because guess what? It's written right there at the very bottom. So you want to type out your name and also your company name. So you can do that, or you can actually, what is your sync name? What is your URL? What is your website? Like, how do people reach you? You choose how you want to be introduced to your viewers. So normally I would be able to check my mic here, because as I'm talking, I usually have like a green light that's kind of flashing up and down, but that's not happening right now because everything is happening on Zoom. But I can continue on without having my mic there. So I was kind of playing around with this a little bit earlier. Let me get rid of all this so you can see what I'm talking about. So when you get on, let me get rid of that. Okay, you're not part of the stream yet. So when you get on, you're going to have this nice black background. And on the very bottom left, there's going to be like a video, a live video of you that's there. You need to click on that so you can be a part of the stream. Okay, so when you click on that, all of a sudden you transform from here, and then there's another larger version of you in that black box area. So underneath the black box tells you how many different ways you can present yourself and your guest. So if it's just you on the live stream, you want to go with the very first one. If it's a pair of you, you can go with either your wide shots or your close shots, your narrow shots, or if you have a group of 3 or more, you can have one person be the main and then the other guests will be on to the side. So this is just how your guests are being presented during your stream. And as you guys are talking, you can play around with it. Why not? You know, you see one person talking, let's click here. Okay, let's focus on that person that's speaking. Okay, well, maybe someone is sharing their screen. So I'm going to go with the one with the 2 small people and a large screen. So that will actually show it. Sometimes StreamYard, especially if you're sharing your screen, it will do it automatically for you, okay? On the very bottom, you can test out what is your camera. If I have camera and mic, I can see my camera. Right now it's not being used because I'm using Zoom, but it tells them what camera I'm using. So I can either use the one on my computer or the one from my webcam. So I'm going to stick with the webcam. Then if I go to audio, I'll be able to get the audio from it. Okay, so right now I can't because I'm on Zoom. But you can also, the echo cancellation, leave that. Make sure it's checked, because you don't want to have that Darth Vader and then the echoing and all. No, it's just going to be a hot mess. So leave that be. Leave everything else that's there, leave it be. One thing, if you know you're going to have guests, okay, this all came from the setting. You want your guests to be able to view the comments, okay, always check that in. If you want a sound, maybe like a doorbell, to me, I didn't want to have a sound for people, so I never really tried that. But if you want to have a sound when a guest is coming in, my suggestion, leave that checked off, because while you're talking, you don't want to be like, so this is the important ding dong, and this is a ding dong, and ding dong. That's going to be annoying. After a while, you're going to want to just be like, I'm done with this thing. So leave that unchecked. And if you have any banned guests, you can actually, if someone tries to get on, and if you ban them for some whatever reason, they won't be able to come in. You just type their names in here and they will not be able to go into any of your live streams. It's kind of nice. I haven't used that yet. Yet is the operative word. Okay. But let me tell you about the piece of resistance. So if I go, I'll have comments. So as I'm talking, under the comments, they always give you this generic one. You click on it and it shows up in your live feed. So it's like, hey guys, if you guys have any comments, any questions or any concerns, go ahead and write it in the chat. You know, so anything that you guys say, I can project it up on here. Don't be shy. Once you're done, you click on it again to hide it. So you click on it to show, click on again to hide. Now, if you want to beforehand, I always like just have a nice handwritten one, so you can add that on. But since we're going to be recording instead of actually getting ready to go live, you're not going to have access to this at this point in time. So now, banners. So for me, I have a few folders. So right now I've done like 6 live videos so far. So these were the topics of all my live feeds, and these were all the little banners that was displayed at the very bottom. So let's say, you know, we'll go to like why we suck at algebra. So that was my recent one. So I told my story about the young lady, and this was the question that she came up. Why do we suck at algebra? And notice it's big, it's bright, everyone can see it. And then we talk about, well, what it was like, you know, we got the fear of numbers. What's the fear of numbers called? And then I can go to the next one and show that one. And then we had the definition of the fear of numbers and so forth. So all these were all ahead of time. I just put them in. If I scrolled all the way down to the bottom, it says create a banner. So if I click that, I got like a nice little text box in there, so I can say hello and welcome. All right. And if I go ahead and hit add banner, I can just click on it and it shows up. Hello and welcome. If I click on it again, it goes away. Now, what happens if I really wanted that definition of the fear of numbers to just keep showing? If I go to my edit, which is very at the top, and you see this box where it's next to where it says scroll across bottom, a ticker, I'm going to click on that and I'm going to save it. So now, if you notice, I have the word ticker in its own little box. So if I click on that, it's going to show as like a ticker tape on the very bottom, just like on the news, like, someone, well, Maryland, someone got shot today, so that's almost like a normal thing now, which is very harsh to say, but true. But anything that you want to keep scrolling while you're talking, you can have it as a ticker, okay? And then once you're done with that, go ahead and click on it again to hide it, all right? So I'm actually going to edit because I want to take that off, and I'm going to save it. So always save. You can write up to 200 characters per banner, Now, you don't want to write a whole lot because then you don't want all your viewers doing this. They're not listening to you. They're too busy reading or translating. So maybe if it's something that you're speaking in Spanish and maybe you might have it in English, or you're speaking in English and you want to translate some stuff in Spanish, go ahead and do that. And it all comes down in the banner. All right. But I like to put them in folders. So I have them. If I ever want to repurpose any of those topics again, I can remember, oh, I still got banners for that. So that's one less thing I have to do again, right? Now, going to the brand. So this is like my brand's colors. Yes, it's very bright and I like it. So, but you can change your color to anything. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a new brand and I'm just going to write sample so you can see what yours will look like. Fresh, brand new, this is what you have for your sample. I know everything is black. You're probably like, what? But when you come to the brand color, you can click onto the box and you can change your color to whatever you want to change it to. You want it more of like a pinkish, you want it more of a red, you want it green, you want it on the other end of the spectrum, like an orange type thing. Have fun with it, you know, do what you need to do. Once you decide, just click off to the side, it's already situated. Remember those banners that we had on the very bottom? I don't have anything. Well, let's see. So I had something on accountability partners. So if I show this, notice on the very bottom, it's a different color now, right? Because I'm using a different brand name. So like if you have your tutoring business, you have your consultant business, you can have a brand for your buying lashes, buying nails, whatever, okay? You can basically have a certain brand for what you want. So if I want to, I'm going to go back to brand. I'm going to keep this for a second because under themes, that's where you have the difference. This is the default setting and this is the minimal. So if you want something like really sleek and classy, you can go with the minimal. It just kind of gives you a little splash of color, whereas default is like, hey, look here, okay? This is where I want you to be. So that's the difference of the two, okay? So let me turn off my banner for a second. So now, with the paid version, the basic one, you'll be able to upload your logo. For the free one, they give you the logo. Let me see if I can get myself out the way. They give you the logo powered by StreamYard. Okay, so this is automatic. This is default. But once you pay for the basic, and I think the basic is $25 a month, unless you want to do for annual. My suggestion, I would do it per month because you never know that, hey, I'm not doing that much live stream and now you haven't wasted extra money. That's just me. So another thing, and let me take this logo off, they have something called overlays. So think about the news, all right? So the news, they always have like these overlays that says breaking news, but it doesn't cover over your face. It just lays over top of you while you're still presenting. It's just giving your viewers something different to stare at, okay? There is several different videos on YouTube, and I think I learned how to do a couple of them, and I might put that later. I just want to give you the basics right now, okay? So overlays, at this point in time, I wouldn't worry about it. Let's just keep it basic so we can keep it moving, okay? Now, for the free version, you know how I had my video clips of the countdown? It comes with the 30-second countdown, okay? Here it is. Okay? Now, the best part about StreamYard, while that's playing and you're getting yourself situated for your live feed, your audio automatically goes off. You automatically go to mute. So it's not like, oh, okay, am I muted? Am I muted? Like as soon as you play any kind of video, it automatically mutes your mic. So your viewers can't hear you, but they can hear the video. Does that make sense? So you don't have to worry about like, okay, I'm about to start. Wait, everybody hears me. Ah! So you don't have to worry about that anymore. Once you play a video, it automatically mutes your mic. So I love that. And if I may show you with my brand, this is where I was playing around with some overlays, like who is this chick? And also, and I have to update this now that we have a different one. Sometimes I put some plugs out for Joanne, but I have to change that around because we have a new thing. Okay, but I do have a couple of my video clips. And I know you can still hear me because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on Zoom. So any of my closures, all of these I made using my WeVideo and also Canva. So like for me, for my closure of my videos, like this one, I did this through Canva, right? Music, WeVideo, but the graphics, Canva. Same with this one. That was all from Canva. There's music on Canva. Who knew? Okay, so you can be as creative as you want and you can transfer it over to StreamYard. Now, the one difference between StreamYard and Restream is that Restream, if you try to do any of those videos, you have to pay for the upgrade. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. You know, I like to add some videos into my stream sometimes. So that for me was important. If you're not using any videos, then you have a choice, okay? Now, once you're up there on the very bottom, it says show display name. So as you're going through, and if you don't want your display name shown anymore, just click it. If you're towards the end and you want to reintroduce yourself so they remember your name, just click it back on, all right? So those are the basics. The one thing about the private chat, that's only for you and your guests. So if your guests are just like long-winded with their live stream, you can just click on private chat. You'll be like, yeah. And you type in like, dude, wrap it up. This is boring. Let's go. I haven't had to do that yet, which the operative word is yet, but that's not going to happen. But that only goes to your guests. That doesn't go to any of your viewers. So only interaction that you get through your viewers is through the comments, okay? Now, above the comments, you see this beautiful blue button. That's record. So if I wanted to, I can just hit record. You hit it twice, okay? The first time you hit it, it's gonna ask you this question, start recording, or if you're gonna go live, are you sure you want to go live? And you hit yes. You hit record. And then, boom. It says start recording. Notice in the black box. Notice on the upper left of the black box, you see live. Do not freak out. Because remember, you didn't give the StreamYard a destination. So it's not going anywhere. It's just recording. And to reassure you, if you come over where you see the red button where it says end broadcast, before that, it shows you it's recording only. So everything that we're doing right now, it's currently recording. So I have me chit-chatting. If I want to click this, hey guys, make sure you guys are commenting. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment below and I will get to you guys momentarily. Anything blase, hide it. Then you got your banner. So we're going to talk about accountability partners. Like, what is an accountability partner? Boom, accountability partner is, you see how you can have more? Because this was, how many? This was 112 out of 200. Okay, 112 characters out of 200. You see how jammed up it is kind of there? So a lot of this, like, just kind of give people just a little blurbs, you know? And if I wanted to, if I hit edit and scroll as a ticker tape, save it, and then I can talk to people. I'm like, hey, So what is an accountability partner? So it's that person in terms of helping like other people keep a commitment, achieving a goal, and then you can start elaborating like how your accountability partner or partners are awesome, and this is what you did, and this is how I felt like it helped with my business. Notice it's still ticking on the very bottom, just in case someone catches it at the end, like, what's accountability partner? Look down, right? And then once you're done with that and you want to go to the next one, click on the next part. But notice it's still ticking. What do I have to do to stop it? I got to click it again. Okay, that's the only way. Okay, you're not, if it's still, you can go from one banner to another banner perfectly fine if it's still. But if it's a ticker, it's going to keep going regardless if you change the other banners. Make sense? So as everything's going live, you're doing your thing, things felt pretty good. Now you're trying to wrap up. So you're going to your brand and say, hey guys, thank you so much. But maybe you might want to turn everything off so you won't be like, this is so crazy. Okay, so you go to your brand, we're wrapping it up. Here's my information. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you like, subscribe, do this, do that on YouTube. Contact me through Facebook because I really want you to achieve your greatness, blah, blah, blah. All right, thank you so much and take care. Then you got your closer. The closing video gives your information. This is not my real phone number, so don't try to stalk me. Now, while that's going, you gotta know when it's about to end, okay? If not, this is what's gonna happen. The video ends and it comes right back to you. So while this is playing, this is what I gotta learn. I hit end broadcast. It's going to ask you, end the broadcast? Yes, that's why I was pushing the button the first time. But you know, some people accidentally press the button. So when you hit end broadcast again, you want to do it to make sure you're done. Then it just asks you some feedback, like how to go. It went pretty good. You know, any kind of feedback you want to give them. If not, not now. But take a look inside the black box. On the very left, it tells you the ending time, how long you were on live. Now, you can either leave this studio one of two places. You can either at the very bottom where the X and the red circle where it says leave studio, or where you were hitting the record or the live button, it says return to dashboard. Either way, it's going to be there, okay? So we're going back, and then you're probably like, well, we just did a recording. There's nothing there. But guess what? It's a past recording. So I'm going to past broadcast, and then the most recent is always at the top. So sample, it's ended. Here was the date. There was the duration. Now, say you want to put it on, I don't know, LinkedIn or Instagram. Twitter is usually 2 minutes, so I have to do some editing if I want to do anything like this over there. You can download it. So you see where those 3 dots are? Click on that, and then you can come down and you can download the recording. Okay, so if you just want to download the audio, you can. But I like to download the whole recording. And then it says here that you have to save your recordings, okay? They'll save it for like 15 days, okay? And then all of a sudden they have to get rid of it, which is very interesting because if you look at my past recordings, the most recent is September the 12th. So is it still there? I don't know. But for the most time, usually after I do any kind of recording, I download it. So now I have it on my computer and I can put it on a flash drive. So now I can actually take it, put it on my website, take it, put it on LinkedIn, put it on Instagram, put it in the other places that I couldn't do. So not too bad for a free version, right? And then once it's there, it's there. You know, you're done. you've moved on, you try to get some feedback from other people. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What can I improve on? And through practice, eventually you're not going to be asking too many questions from other people. It's just going to be you. All right. So in a nutshell, that's basically StreamYard. I know this was forever long, but it has a lot of great details. Okay. So again, you got your destinations, you got your broadcasts. Oh, and by chance, you're probably saying this, well, Audrey, how do we invite guests? Oh, well, when you, let me see if I can start up another broadcast. I'll delete all this in a second. So if I go to recording, all right, sample 2, create. Okay, since I have the pay version, I can go up to 10 people. So I'm going to enter the broadcast. And you see at the very bottom with a person with the plus sign, that's where you can invite guests. So right now I'm not doing anything, I'm not recording. So if I click on that, I have a code. And this code, you can either copy it and put it as an attachment, or you can actually go directly to someone's Gmail, directly to someone's email, okay, if they have the internet. Or you can go directly to someone's messenger if they're on Facebook. And what happens is that code will go to them. And then when it's time for them to get up on your live stream, all they have to do is click the code and they're in. Now, if a person all of a sudden wants to leave, do not, please, do not say, okay, let me exit that person out. No, let them leave and let it move on. Because when you click on that person, all of a sudden your live stream gets stuck and it's frozen. Then you're gonna be like this. And that's it. You're still talking, but your stream will be completely frozen. Or, oh, let me go check on Facebook. Even though they said, oh, you can go check on Facebook to see if anyone's commenting. Don't do it. Don't do it during the live stream because it will freeze your live stream, okay? Everything sounds great, but it's never perfect. There's always some kind of glitches here and there. So if you want to find out, everybody can come in for the comments, you know, based on their Facebook, whatever, profile. But when it comes down to, you want to double check, don't check until at the end, okay? So now I'm officially done. You're probably like, man, 20 years later. All right, so hopefully this was helpful. StreamYard is really good when you're first starting out with live streams like myself. You know, all you want to do is just share your gift with more people. That's all you're doing. And if it is just to talk, just to talk. If you ever want to do a live stream with someone, hey, you can easily message me and say, Audrey, are you available to do a live stream? We can probably do something like just talking about our tutoring businesses. What are some of the plus, some of the minuses? You can get together with some other people. If you want to do it more of like an interview process, just like how Joanne does it, that would be pretty cool. If you want to interview your family and friends, because I finally got my cousin who is like a film director, crazy woman. And she's like, we should do a live stream. I'm like, yes, we should. So I don't know about what. She's like, but does it have to be about math? I'm like, no. So if you have any kind of questions or comments, at least try it. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you've seen any of my other ones, there's probably you and 4 other people. No, I'm just kidding. But for the most part, it's not like thousands of people are looking at my live streams right now. It's starting to grow slowly, but I have to put myself out there in order for me to get people to come to me. All right. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to wrap this up and you have a lovely evening. Take care.